Why does everything have to be so difficult in a little garage? Oh, hey, welcome back. You know, I love this pull-down light. It was my uncle's. Rest in peace, brother. The problem is these stupid LED bulbs that are basically one LED, one tiny little square, and plastic. So that's great. Yep. I don't know if you noticed, but put a new bulb and it's still not working. So even better. Even better. Well, maybe she has just finally met her match. Yeah. What can we plug in to test this? This heat gun will probably blow the breaker. It's funny how you come out in the garage and you want to do one thing and you end up working on the other, or another. So we wanted to do that, but now I want to fix this, but the car's in the way. So we're going to scrap using the overhead light, I guess. So anyways, we got the new, I think OEM, Vtec Solenoid. It's stamped with the Keihin, K-E-I-H-I-N. No idea. I'm guessing it's a metal bracket somebody had. Maybe they sandblasted it and threw on a crappy one. But it's supposed to be better. I mean, it says right there, genuine Honda spool valve assembly. The problem is with today's technology and everything, that the cheap manufactured parts look just like the OEM. So, all that being said, we put in the CRV Vtec Solenoid. It worked. The light came on. We put in the old one about 3 or 4 different times. Ran the oil through it. It caught a bunch of junk, and it ran great for about 3 weeks. And I hammered on it yesterday, and the check engine light came on. Throw in the P1259 code, I believe is what it is. So, excuse me. I think the microphone's on, so that was probably really loud. We're going to swap it out yet again. Take it for a drive. See if it makes any difference. The long and the short of it is, I've been down this road before. On my 2012 Honda CRV. And maybe I said this in the last video. Maybe I didn't. Maybe people care. Maybe they don't. I talked to an old mechanic and he said, your timing chain is stretched. And I thought, it's a 2012 Honda. How could the chain be stretched? So I went through everything I'm going through with this motor. It started with P codes on the coil packs, and then, you know, sensors, cam deer sensor, blah, 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 blah. And kept going, and then eventually I got to the Vtec Solenoid, and I replaced that. And it didn't do anything, so lo and behold, I had to rip apart the whole side of that K20 motor, do the timing chain, the guide assemblies, the tensioner, and some big Vtec actuator thingy. So, I got a funny feeling we're going to be doing a timing chain on this. Okay, well, It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not very motivated. We're going to put it on the old fast forward, and magically, in about 2 seconds, I'll have that solenoid in my hand. What? Do I want to go up to your mom's? Do I want to go up and feed a cat? Tom and Lindsay, now I'll know if you watched my video because I mentioned your names. Okay. Well, we've postponed it long enough. Cue the music. I think we're going to do some DMX today. Tupac, Biggie. I don't know. We'll see. We got the used one out, the old one. This is the stock one. Same thing. It's got the Keenan on it, whatever that means. P&E on top, which is exactly what the replacement is. Here's my question. I know that this filter, this metal filter, is supposed to, stop debris, but this is probably the 6th time that I've had this Vtec Solenoid out, and every time I pull it, it looks like that. There's like crusty, I don't know, crusty buildup, I guess is the best way to describe it. So do I need to just keep running this car and pulling this out and cleaning it until it clears up? Or what? Does anyone know? Does anyone know how to get that to stop gunking up? Am I running crappy oil? I think I'm rolling with like, I don't know, Mobil 1 synthetic or something, or I don't know. Anyways, let's put in the new one. Has a new screen. And see if this makes any difference. I'll put the camera back down there so you can watch. First, I'm going to hit the back of the block or wherever that mounts up to with some brake cleaner, clean it off, and then we'll put it back together. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder if this microphone's working. Oh, brake cleaner. Yay. Yeah. Does anybody else save these little red straws? Just curious. Because I got a whole little drawer of them. Do I have some towels? Do you want to build a snowman? No, I want to work on an Acura all day. None of my cool projects. Do you know where my flashlight is? That goes through AAA batteries in about an hour.
Perfect. Awesome.
Every time when you're going to put that Vtec solenoid back on with the 3 10mm bolts, make sure your little plastic clip isn't wedged in between anything like the top of it, and you keep torquing down the bolts until you hear a crack because you think it's not tight yet, because then your plug that plugs into the other plug, the male into the female that goes click, yeah, it'll crack. So ask me how I know. But it snapped back on. Hopefully it doesn't cause issues down the road. I think it'll be all right. It's a daily, so whatever.
So I plugged in the scan tool to the OBD2, I think it is, plug. And it spit these codes out. P1259, 0304, 0303, 0300, and 0302, which, according to my recollection, is the coil packs. I could be wrong. I got to look them up. But we cleared those after we put in the new Vtec Solenoid. We ran it down the hill and up the hill in automatic. We ran it down the hill and up the hill in sport mode or manual shift because it's a dual transmission something, I don't know. And we can't get the code again. So, last time it took about 3 weeks for it to start throwing the engine code. We'll see what happens this time, but hopefully this time it's fixed. So, I guess the long and the short of the video is, if you're getting the P1259 code, might be your Vtec Solenoid, give it a shot. Probably not your coil packs, at least in my situation. It shouldn't be because they're all brand new and they're all OEM. And like I said, if this doesn't solve the problem and that code comes back, then we're probably looking at doing a timing chain and tensioners and guides, and maybe we'll just sell the car. So, moving on to more fun things, we're going to pull out the Acura and we're going to pull in the 2006 Mustang because we got, maybe you can read that, we got an eBay turbo to throw on the 06 Mustang, baby. Should be fun. Probably not, because it's actually a passenger seatbelt that I've been refusing to buy because a new one's like $350. So we bought a used one from Texas, and I don't know. It looks like it's a black belt. It looks like it's the same. So we're gonna hook it up and see if it works. If it doesn't work, we're gonna send it back. So, cue the transition. Fast forward the TV. I don't know. I'm not awake yet. Right. You be a good girl. Man, you know, I go through paper towels like my kids go through toilet paper. Let's just take a look at the oil anyways. Probably all the way up the stick. Yep. I mean, it looks like we're even getting crud way up there. Why does this look like it's... Jeez, it almost looks like it's out of oil. No way. It can't be that low. We're on a little incline, but not much. No, it looks okay. It's about a 2 daughter. 2 dot. 2 dot. 2 dot. 2 dot to hold. Do 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 do. I bet you didn't know you were going to get all the singing today. On to the Mustang.